Welcome to Balloon Soon, guys. My name's Matt and I'm here to help you learn how to make balloons, and today we are going to make a basic balloon sword. So first off, we need to learn a couple of terms. The first one being a bubble. So what a bubble is anytime you make a section of the balloon by twisting the balloon. Okay, so the first step of making the sword is making a small bubble like this. And you can measure your bubbles with your fingers, just like how you measure the tail. So this bubble is about a 2-finger bubble. You could also measure it by inches if you want, just eyeball it, you know. It's like a two-inch bubble. Actually, it's more like a 3-finger bubble, 2-inch bubble. So we'll just say it's a 2-inch bubble. Alright, so when we're making bubbles, it's super important to pick a direction that you spin the balloon and stick with it for the rest of the shape. But you should always just twist the same direction, because you know what? That's going to make things a lot more efficient for you. So, I spin away from my body like that. Some people spin towards their body. It's up to you. Whichever way you want to do it is fine. But you gotta pick a direction and you gotta stick with it. So when we make a bubble, so I'm just gonna back out of this real quick. When we make a bubble, you're gonna wanna rotate the balloon about 2 or 3 times. So it's like that. So that's about 3. You know, sometimes I do it 4 times. That was kind of 4 times there, but whatever. You wanna rotate it a few times, 3 or 4 preferably, to keep it locked in like that. And so that's a bubble. Now our next shape that we're going to do, or next twist, it's called a loop twist. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the balloon, we're going to kind of bend it back onto itself, like about this. We're going to measure it, you know, we want it to be about 4 or 5 fingers in length. And now we want it that big because we're actually going to stick the balloon through there. So, again, bend it down on itself. You want that to be about 4 fingers, 5 fingers, somewhere in that range. And now we're going to do something tricky. What we're going to do is we're going to place our fingers on the balloon like this, and we're going to pinch it. Pinch, and then whichever direction you prefer, go in that direction. So I prefer to go away from my body, so I'm going to pinch it and push it away from my body. Spin it in like that. This, my friends, is called a loop twist. So, just to explain that a little better, a loop twist is when you take both ends of a bubble and push them in on themselves. I'll back it up so you can see that again. So this is a bubble, just one end is twisted. And then this is our second bubble. And if we were to do a regular bubble, we would just twist it right there and it would just stay in this segment. But to make it a loop twist, we take the 2 ends of the bubble and we bring them together and we twist it in, just like that. But in order to do a loop twist, you don't have to pre-twist this end right here. You could just leave that open like that and bend it down and just do all the twisting right here, like we did the first time. So that is a loop. Now what we're going to do is we are going to put a bunch more bubbles in our balloon here. So we'll do 1, 2, and we're making these all about the same size. They're about like 2-finger bubbles or so. Boom, 2 fingers. And we're gonna make a bunch of these. We're at 3 now, 4, 5. You know what? Let's just do 6. 6 is good. Okay, we'll stop at 6. Now, notice I'm putting pressure on this. I'm kind of pulling it out a little bit. And it's staying together. Isn't that crazy? So the trick is you can't let go of this end. If I was to let go of this end, it would start unwinding and it would all come undone. So I'm holding this end while I'm twisting towards the front. So I should have told you that before, but that's what I was doing. So in case yours came completely unraveled, just hold on to this end and retwist it. Go towards this end, making a bunch of bubbles. Okay, now that we have all of our bubbles, we're going to take the end of our sword here and we are going to stick it through our loop. And once we stick it in there, we're going to pull it through. Now this part that's on this side of the loop is going to be the handle that the kids are going to hold on to. So you want to make it about kid size handle. Now if your sword might have a little bit of a tail left over, mine did. It kind of looked like this. What I do to get rid of that is you just kind of grab at the base of this bubble, so down here, you squeeze and it forces the air this way and it makes the tip inflate. So we have it, it looks like this. Now I like to take this first, this is the nozzle again. I like to take the nozzle, kind of wrap it in. Let me show you this better. You wrap this in to this joint here. Kind of cleans that first one up a little bit. And then we have our sword. Basic balloon sword. So, kids will have a ton of fun with this. And it's a good way to learn some basic elements of balloon twisting. Alright, I'll see you in the next video.